Welcome to day 29, the day before the final day. And today we are doing some side bend mat practice. So we're going to go all the way back to near the beginning where we did a side body mat practice, bring back some of those exercises, and also add on some lovely feel-good stretches and challenges to all of that work. So we're going to begin seated with the legs long out in front of you and begin with our seated side laterals. So you're just gonna make sure that you're right up on top of your sit bones, legs are wide, toes are deeply flexed back towards your kneecaps, hands go right behind the nape of the neck with the elbows wide. And now we're just going to take it out. So I want you to think of leaning out into the wind to the right, and then bringing the crown of your head and your elbow over into that side bend, just so that you get a little bit of an extra stretch through the left side. And I'm still in my canoe here, so my left hip is reaching into the floor to keep my hips equally weighted. And I'm gonna come back up to the top, and then we'll take it over out to the left, and then pull it over into that side bend, taking your stretch, holding, weighting down through the right hip, bringing it all the way up, and then reaching over again to the right. Side bend all the way over. Oh, it's a good stretch. Bring it all the way up, and then reaching out to the left to side bend over, and bring it all the way up to the top. Now we'll bring the legs together here and go ahead and roll down with control into your mat, pulling your knees into the chest, and the legs drop over to your right. So now you're going to twist your chest open towards the ceiling, and we'll take both arms and reach them forward. And now I want you to think right shoulder to top hip here. We're gonna curl, work through this side, and we'll pulse up 10, 9, 8, 7. Think of pulling that bottom shoulder across to the opposite hip. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Now go ahead and bring the knees back into center. We'll take them over to the other side, dropping those knees. Reach the arms up and forward, and then curl here, bottom shoulder, left shoulder across to the right hip. We'll pulse it 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3 more, 2, and 1. And then both knees pull all the way in. From here, we're gonna take the legs out and then reach the arms out so you're kind of in a nice star shape, or sometimes this is called a big X. And from here, you're just gonna take your right palm to your chest and trace that palm up your left armpit towards your left palm, twisting over, leaving that right leg behind you, and then coming in back to the center. And we'll take the left side again, or the left side now. So left palm to chest, trace up the armpit to the right palm, taking your twist, a big delicious twist, and feeling that stretch all the way through the left side. And bring it back, letting the weight of your left toes pull you back into center. We'll do one more each direction. Right palm to chest, pull it across, reach up that armpit to the left fingertips, maybe the right fingertips past the left fingertips, and then we'll pull it all the way back into the center, and then the left palm will reach to chest to armpit to right fingertips, working that twist all the way over and back to center. Yes. Now we're going to take the right arm. We're going to do a little twisty bendy. We're going to cross it over the body, lift the head, neck, and shoulders, and then begin to peel your spine up off the mat. You'll dive forward into your saw. That back arm will reach down to the floor as you begin to work downward into the mat, back into your star position. And then the left arm will reach across the body, curling up, reaching up, rolling up through that right side, reaching across, taking that twist into your saw, and then melting all the way down with control through that side body. Let's do that again. Right arm reaches across, roll up the left side, leave the left arm behind you, let it drag across the floor, and then lift as you saw off the left pinky toe. Roll it all the way down, letting that left arm lead the way. Right arm opens to your star, and then the left arm reaches across and over, dragging that right arm behind you as you reach all the way over towards that left pinky toe, and then all the way back down to the mat. Oh, that feels so good. I didn't want to leave it out. So now we're going to take a nice side lying position here. And then go ahead and find your side sit-up position. We're going to actually clap the hands together above the head and then just squeeze your legs in Pilates stance. Now from here, we're going to try to lift the upper body off the mat and then lift the lower body off the mat, coming into a, you guessed it, side bend, and then lower back down. We'll do that again, lifting up with the upper body, up with the lower body, and then bringing it back down. One more time, up with the upper body, up with the lower body, and back down. Now, we'll take it up into a side plank here. So if wrist is not good for you, come down into your forearm. You'll still get the same effect. We're going to come out to our side plank, lengthening through the knees, shoulder above wrist. Now we'll just lower the hips a little bit and lift them up for 3. Lower the hips, lift them up for 2. Lower the hips, lift them up for 1. And then melt down into the mat, pulling your knees to your chest, reaching over your ankles. You can always stagger the legs, a little mermaid stretch. Reach your right arm up to the sky, pull yourself all the way over, big, big stretch here through that side bend, and then out onto your forearm for a counter stretch. Keep your right hip heavy here as you reach up and over, making a rainbow shape, pulling down with that left hip, and then come all the way back up. Now from here, we'll switch the legs around, lie down on your side, line your body up, clap your hands together, and we'll lift that upper body up, lower body up, hold 3, 2, 1, and back down. And again, upper body lifts, lower body lifts, 3, 2, 1, and back down. One more time, upper body lifts, lower body lifts. We're up 3, 2, 1. We're back down. Now go ahead and bring that top arm down. Push yourself up. Soft bend through the knees here, about halfway. Arm is out and away from your center so that you can press through your feet, lengthen your legs, and dive over that shoulder, dive over that wrist. Now we go down and up with the hips 3 times. Lower the hips a little, lift them a lot. One more time, lower the hips a little, lift them a lot, and then go ahead and soften your knees down back into the mat, pulling your heels close to your seat, hands wrap over the ankles, left arm reaches to the ceiling, lift tall, and then pull yourself all the way over. Big deep stretch here. And then go ahead and take it all the way back out onto your forearm now for your counter stretch. We'll reach over, make that rainbow shape, pulling down with your top hip, and then make your way all the way up to center. And you are all done with your side bend mat practice today for day 29. I will see you tomorrow for a little celebration movement for day 30. You've made it all the way to the end. Bye for now.